just check. Is it visible?
No, sir.
Is it visible?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir, not yet.
Now?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it's okay. Now, in the last lecture, we have studied the concept of soft form and pause form, and conversion of soft to standard soft, conversion of pause to standard pause. So those forms are again called as a canonical soft and canonical pause. We have solved some example also, and I hope that means most of the students have done the exercise. That exercise is given to you as an homework. You solve at least five examples on swap as well as pause conversion, that too in canonical form. So I hope means everybody has done that task. How many have you done?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Yes or no? You're done or not?
No, sir.
Okay. So again, I'm expecting the whatever I'm telling to you, so you will complete that in the same time slot. Because if you are not doing the task, it will be very difficult for you to cope up with this syllabus as well as the points I am taking. Okay, so henceforth it should not be repeated. This is the first and last warning to everybody. So now today, Miss Will, our target is what to go for the K-map. So, but again, some basics are required after solving K-map, how to implement that equation using AND/OR logic or AND logic. So that we have seen in the last lecture. So some other concepts are there that too for NAND/LAN logic and NOR/NOR logic that we will see. So before that, again, if suppose you are having truth table, so you can convert that truth table into canonical swap that we have seen, and suppose the same truth table can be again converted to canonical pause. So canonical swap is the algebraic sum of minterms that also we have studied in the last lecture. So the individual term is product and summation of such product term is a swap form. So as a list of minterms using summation notation that also we have seen, and for a minterm we are taking the notation as a small m. Okay. Then canonical pause is the algebraic product of max term. So individual term is a summation term, and so product of such summation terms is a pause. Is product of sum. Which product? Of some terms, and some terms are called as max terms. And in that max terms, we have already seen that each term will have all the variables present either in complemented or uncomplemented form, and that means summation. The individual term is in summation form, like a plus b plus c or a plus b bar plus c, like that. Okay, and product of such brackets, some terms, is called as pause term, a pause form. A list of maximum max terms using the pi notation. So pi notation is there for max terms, that also we have seen in the last lecture, and summation sign is for the soft form. So from these two notation also you can get the idea whether it is a soft form or a pause form. And soon we will be seeing one more you can say method, that is a K-map. So the next part is implementation of Boolean function with and/or and not, that we have seen in the last lecture. So if you want to go for a swap form, you will have the combinations of and/or logic. So that is called as and/or realization. And for getting the you can say complement, so you are using this NOT gate. And for each product term and summation term OR gate. Okay, so similarly for your pause term, so individual term is a summation term, so you will take OR gate first, and product of such summation term is nothing but AND. So and for getting the bar and all, so you will require a NOT gate. Okay, so that is called as OR and realization, or and or as well as a NOT is there. So NOT is used for going for the complement only. Now another NAND gate. So NAND gate, you know the basics of NAND gate. So AND followed by NOT is a NAND. Okay. So if you are again going for such type of combination, so two NOT along with some OR gate. So that means what? You can show the symbol like this. So a NAND gate is equivalent to this symbol. That is nothing but inverted input OR gate is a NAND. So how we can get that? By using De Morgan's theorem. So what is the meaning of this? Bar, x bar, y bar, and output is what? Z equal to x bar plus y bar. So when you will get this term x bar plus y bar, when you are taking the uh, here is a bar, is that this dash sign indicates the whole bar. So if I am having x into y whole bar, so if I apply De Morgan's theorem, I will get the first term as a x bar plus second term as a y bar. So product is converted into summation form in case of your De Morgan's theorem. Are you getting this, students? I
Yes.
think
Yes,
this you have
sir.
studied in first.
Yes, sir.
So this you have studied it in first year. So I can say that and a NAND gate is equivalent to inverted input OR gate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then next is NAND logic. So in this NAND logic, so you should always just take this note. You should have your notebook with you. So while our lecture, you should note down something. So NAND logic is equivalent to AND OR logic, you can say. And NAND logic is applicable for soft form only. That you should always keep in mind. Because see, individual terms are a product and summation of such product term. So whenever a soft form is there and whenever you ask to solve using universal gate, so you have to go for the NAND logic only. Okay. So here this AND gate will be again can be replaced by this NAND. So if two inputs are shorted and if you take only single input, so NOT can be represented by using NAND in this fashion. Therefore, I can replace this AND and NOT gate by using NAND gates only. So whenever you are saying, you have to realize that equation by using NAND logic only. So you are allowed to use only NAND, no other gates, not even NOT gate also. So I can replace this NOT with the help of such type of connection. Okay, getting this? So again, how I can get that? If you solve this by using De Morgan's theorem. So suppose function is what? X into S and Y into S bar. So X and S are the inputs of this NAND gate. So here I am getting S into S whole bar is this term. And here what I am getting S bar, here I will get S bar and Y. So I am getting Y into S bar whole bar as a NAND operation is there. And again if I am followed by again one NAND gate, so the bracket will have again this dash indicates the entire bar. So that entire bar is not taken. So dash indicates bar. So this bar is applicable for this first bracket, whole bracket. That is applicable for X as well as S. Here that this bar, first bar is applicable for Y into S, whole bar, and again a bar. So बार बार आपको वो मिलेगा नहीं. तो ये यहाँ पे S bar जो है वो that is with the help of this NOT gate. Are you getting this? And if you solve this, you will get same answer. So that's why I can say that कि product is converted into a summation form after that. So आपको यहाँ पे NAND logic से भी वो मिलेगा. And why I am going for that? Because NAND logic is a, you can say, a simplified version. As it is a universal gate, so any gate can be implemented by using that. So for example, if I am using that by using AND or realization, so suppose 4 terms are there, so I will require many gates there. But if I am going for NAND, so here we know that in one IC 4 gates are available. So that can be possible by using single IC only. And if you want to implement this same by using AND OR realization, so you will require two AND gate, one NOT gate and one OR gate. So definitely, in one IC 4 gates are there, and in one NOT gate IC 6 gates are there. So you will require 3 ICs there for a discrete gates. But if you are solving that by using NAND only, so that can be possible only using single IC, because in single IC 4 gates are available. So are you getting my point, students? So simply, if you are
Yes,
solving that
sir.
using discrete gates, then you will require 3 ICs. And just take the example, the cost of one single AND gate IC is suppose 10 rupees, and remaining ICs are again example, for example 10 rupees. So you will require 3 ICs. So the cost of that circuit will be 30 rupees. But if you are solving that by using NAND only, then the same circuit can be implemented by using single IC, and the NAND cost is suppose again 10 rupees. So I can reduce 20 rupees with the help of that. So that is again my aim, because I want to minimize circuit as well as my cost should be also minimized. That should be the aim of any digital engineer. So with the help of such type of conversion, so 3 ICs can be converted into single IC. Okay. Then next is another second, you can say, with the help of this De Morgan theorem graphically, if you want to solve that. So again the same concept you will get. So the NAND, and this NAND will be again followed by this circuit. This is nothing but a NAND. So this is called as involution theorem. Okay, that you have studied. You see, double complement is there. The answer is same variable. That is available. Okay, so this you will get, means for the double complemented you will get same answer with the help of this circuit. Is it clear? So that such type of examples based on De Morgan's theorem you have solved in first year, but just we will require that repeatedly now. So I am just explaining this just for your understanding. The bubble input OR gate is called as NAND. Okay, this. And if I'm using this involution theorem means what? Double complement property. So if I'm taking double complement for x, so I'm getting same answer as a x. Okay, so that complement will get cancelled. I will get only x. So that is the why. So one complement will be there with the help of this, another complement with the help of this NAND gate. So that complement property is that can be reduced, and that can be vanished, and I can get the same answer. So this is possible with the help of NAND realization. Next is a NOR gate. So now what we have studied in case of your NAND realization, the same concept is also applicable here for NOR. So we know that NOR is followed means OR followed by NOT, that you have studied in first year. So x plus y, x or y you can say, and it's bar. So x plus y bracket complete, and bar, this dash indicates bar, whole bar. Okay, so that is a NOR operation, and the symbol is like this. Okay, this is x plus y whole bar, NOR operation, logical NOR. Then again I can go for such type of combination. So inverted input AND gate is called as again NAND or NOR. Sorry. So here inverted inputs x bar y bar. This answer is x bar plus y bar. So if you solve this, you will get this answer, x bar into y bar. Because this is AND gate and inverted inputs. So x bar, one input, another input is y bar. So what is the AND operation? Z is equal to x bar into y bar, as it is a AND, logical AND. So if I am going for this and this, so bar bar, and if you are solving this, you will get same truth table. Try it for this NOR gate. So we know that NOR gate means if only 0 inputs are there, then only I will get its output equal to 1. For the remaining cases, output equal to 0. So what exactly opposite we are getting in NAND? So NAND gate and NOR gates are exactly opposite to each other. So their truth tables are opposite. यहाँ पे सिर्फ सिंगल के लिए मिलता है. In case of NAND, you are getting 0 here and remaining 3 are 1. Okay, so this NOR can be equivalent to this bubble input AND gate. Okay, then now we'll see NOR logic. So in this NOR logic again, this NOR logic is implemented by. Yes.
So can you show that De Morgan graphically slide?
Okay.
Just wanted to take the screenshot.
Okay. Are you
Done,
getting
sir.
this? Are you getting this?
Yes.
How it is? Then NOR and then NAND. Okay. So now this NOR logic is implemented only for cost terms. Okay. Means if your equations are like this, in this fashion, then you can go for NOR logic. So with the help of De Morgan theorem, so this can be again solved with the help of this. So therefore, these equations are same. So again means you should not use not here. Not can be available as a NOR. Again, NOR means if two inputs are shorted and if only single input is taken. So the NOR gate can be act as a NOT. So here you can again replace that with the help of such type of connection for NOR. Then just see here. I want X plus S bar. So one is X, this is S. So with the help of this NOR gate, I am getting bar here, S bar. So what I am getting at the output, as it is NOR, X plus S bar. Okay, and whole bar. Okay, then another term is what? S and Y, S plus Y, and NOR के लिए bar रहेगा. So that bars are not shown here. So I can again write like this: X plus S whole bar plus. Okay, here that equation is taken for this and this. तो पहला टर्म रहेगा x प्लस एस बार होल बार और दूसरा यहाँ पे टर्म मिलेगा x प्लस वाई बार और विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस नॉट गेट अगेन यू विल गेट अ कॉम्प्लीमेंट. सो ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट यहाँ पे लिया है एंड इफ यू सॉल्व दिस एग्जांपल यू विल गेट सेम आंसर. Okay, so that can be implemented here and NOT can be used in this fashion by using NOR gate. Okay, so whenever I am saying NOR logic, so you are allowed to only use NOR gate, no other gates, not a again NOT gate. The NOT gate is also not permissible here. So you have to represent NOT by NOR like this. Getting this? So it's very simple things. So again I am repeating. NAND logic, NAND followed by NAND logic is used for swap. You can note down this. And NOR logic is again used for a pos function. Means whenever you are solving a pos with the help of K-map, and whatever the equation you will get, if you want to implement that by using the gates, universal gates, so in that case, applicable gates are NOR. And whenever you are solving your swap by using K-map, so the final answer you can realize by using NAND logic only. So no doubt you can represent that by using AND OR logic or AND logic and along with NOT gate. But we have seen the disadvantage of that. So your circuit requires more ICs. So if more ICs means more cost, and more cost means again more you can say the whatever the things are required, hardware as well as everything, that will be again increase. Maintenance will also increase. So it will again increase your costing. So instead of going for discrete gates, so you can go for the NAND as well as NOR logic. Are you getting my point? I think in first year you are given such type of things. After solving your Boolean algebra, if you want to realize that by using discrete gate, so I think that you have studied, as well as the circuits using NAND and circuit using NOR you have studied. But have you done the comparison for the same equation? Hello?
Yes, sir.
You have done that in first year?
No, sir.
मतलब exactly what, sir?
exactly means, suppose if I'm taking this equation, okay, x into s plus y into s bar. This equation I have taken, suppose, and if I want to realize that by using your discrete gate, and the same equation by using universal gates on. So after solving that, whether you have differentiated both the realization, which realization is perfect, whether by using AND or AND
No,
and
sir.
NAND.
No,
So
sir, we
you do,
haven't done that.
so you do that thing. So
Okay,
यहाँ पे
sir.
नॉर का एक्सप्लेन करके दिया है मैं. You can just realize that by using AND or logic and compare that.
Okay, sir.
Do it. And please make sure that means you are not disturbing the meeting, because so many background noises are coming. So whenever you want to talk, then only you should go for your unmute skill. So continuous humming is coming. So who is uh, using the unmute condition? So please make sure that whenever you are talking only, then only you should start your mic. So do it fast, because this is your part of your first year. Or how many of you solved it and got the differentiation between two circuits?
Solved it.
Solved it?
Vignesh, sir.
Okay.
Vignesh, I've solved it, sir.
Yes, yes. Okay, Iyer, okay. Vignesh Iyer, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Again, just we'll wait for some other people also. Who has solved? Vignesh, you can just think over it, means how you can explain that now. So which circuit is better? Okay.
So
So
the
I'm
concept I have taken for the same side. Excuse me, sir.
uh,
Sir, I've
yes.
taken the same concept, but the variables I have changed it because I was
It's
not
okay.
convenient with the variables.
Okay,
So what I
it's
have
okay.
done is what, sir, what I did was first I did it with NOR logic. So with the help of NOR logic, what I did was I double complemented the variable. For example, I have taken it as a plus b bracket into b
Okay.
bar plus c.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
I have double complemented it. So by De Morgan's theorem, it would become as a plus b the whole bar plus b
Mhm.
bar plus c the whole bar. So with
Mhm.
the help of that, I had constructed three NOR gate logic gates.
Okay. But again, means for
And
getting that bar also, you will again require one NOR gate. Means NOT is not available there. So NOT
yes,
can be
sir, I
realized
have
by using
generated
NOR.
that also. So, but I didn't consider that as an important part because it is a small part. So I didn't say that.
No, no, no. Anyway, what in this case, if you're not taking that, means you're not considering that as a bar, na. So if you're
Yes, sir.
considering that as a simple case, so
Okay.
definitely means if suppose miss that, so means if I'm interested in output as a 1, I will get output as a 0.
Oh,
Means I
yes,
will
sir.
give one example to you. Suppose one
Hmm.
heart patient is on, you can say, is in I is very intensive care. Okay, and
Yes, sir.
suppose digital equipments are there, and suppose by default one digital equipment is functioning improperly, and suppose it is expected to provide logic level 0 signal to that heart patient. So suppose he is very you can say very serious, and that is on suppose on this incentive care unit, and doctor has not checked the suppose digital equipment. Suppose by default he is suppose mentioning that the digital equipment is okay in working condition. But suppose if that is not in a order or accuracy is not taken care, then suppose if a logic level 0 signal is given to that patient, heart patient, and by default, by with the help of that error, if suppose logic level 1 signal is going, so directly what will happen? What do you think? If that person is already very serious, and whatever the medicine or whatever the treatment you want to give, that is logic level 0, and you are giving directly opposite to that at the logic level 1, what will happen?
He will die.
He will die.
The pressure
So
might increase and he will die.
definitely die. So are you getting my point now? How the
Yes,
accuracy
sir.
matters in digital?
Yes, sir.
So वो शायद 15 दिन मतलब लीव कर सकता था, but with the help of that small mistake, directly उसका राम नाम सत्य हो जाएगा.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So don't consider silly things also as a it is not important in case of digital electronics.
Yes, sir.
It's very important, and you should not be taken as a carelessly. So you should have your perfect accuracy in each and every circuit. Now tell me, after comparing that NOR logic with your OR AND logic and NOT gate logic, so what differences you get there?
Sir, actually, we mostly the gates, number of gates which we have used in NOR logic and the gates, number of gates in AND OR logic is almost same. Means same
Not
only because
not see. So gates are same, number of gates are same, but number of ICs are not same. Please take this point. It is very you can say important point.
okay, sir.
So I know that AND gate IC is 7408, OR gate IC is 7432, and NOT gate IC is 7404. So whenever I am realizing that I have to use three ICs, three different ICs, though I am using single gate or what, but I have to purchase three ICs from market.
Yes,
But
sir.
if I am going for NOR logic only, I have to purchase only single IC.
Yes,
So
sir.
directly I can reduce my 20 rupees. Let us
Yes,
take
sir.
the example. Broadly, I am saying that every IC is of 10 rupees. The cost is 10 rupees. So in the first case, I am using only single IC, and in the second case, I will require three ICs. So which one is suitable? Which one is you
The
can say
single
cost effective?
NOR.
NOR. And that is the reality why we can call it as a universal gate. So any gate can be implemented by using that IC. And you know that in every one NOR gate or NAND gate IC, 4 gates are available. So instead of going for discrete gates, we are going for universal gates. So this part you have studied in first year. So I don't know exactly what depth you have studied in first year, but this is nothing but the speciality of your universal gates. So are you getting, students?
Yes, sir.
Why we should go for NAND and why we should go
Yes,
for
sir.
NOR? I think your concepts are clear now. So again, means we are playing in SSI technology only. Yeah? We are not going for MSI up till now. We are just whatever you are solved by using Boolean algebra, we are just implemented by using either discrete gates or universal gates. So why we should go for universal gate? I think that you can say concept you are now getting. Okay, so there is always you can say the faithfulness, or you can say you can call it as a cost-effective circuit with the help of universal gates. Okay, so directly 1/3 requirement is there only, not more than that. So again, see. So this is a graphical De Morgan's graphical representation for this. You can take a snapshot of this also. Okay, so now here inverted input AND gate is called as NOR. So that is called as NOR realization. And this AND gate is also can be written or can be drawn by using NOR gate only. So two inputs are shorted and only single input is taken. So don't use such type of concept. Huh? So I have just shown that just for your understanding here. But while drawing the circuits by using NOR or NAND, you should go for only single type of gate, not even NOT gate is permissible, not even AND gate is permissible. So single gate you have to use, single IC you have to use, not gate, single IC. So only either you can go for NOR, and that too for only POS realization, and you can go for NAND, that too for only which realization? POS realization. Getting this? This concept is clear?
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
anybody
sir.
has any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Okay, I don't think means any problem is there. So now just to summarize what we have studied up till now. So OR is same as NAND with complemented input that we have seen. AND is same as NOR with complemented input, that is for POS condition we have seen. First is condition is for SOP we have seen. NAND is the same as OR with complemented input, this also we have seen, and NOR is same as AND with complemented input. So means for the SOP realization, so we are seeing first as well as third. For NOR we are considering second as well as fourth case, like that. You can take the example or you can take a snapshot of this also. And if you have again any doubt, you can ask that doubt. But if previously no doubt is, this is only a summarization for that. Okay, we'll go ahead. The next is XOR and XNOR. So as you have seen that this is a XOR symbol and output is the expression is like this, or plus sign encircled is called as XOR operation. This is a symbol of XOR, in circle plus sign. Okay, and XNOR is in circle plus sign and whole bar, or I can take that in circle dot. So X in circle dot Y is the notation for your XNOR realization, for XNOR operation. Okay, in the first case inner two rows are 1. In this case, as it is a complement of this, means this XOR gate followed by NOT, so I am getting this XNOR gate. XOR followed by NOT is XNOR. So इसका जो भी symbol है, so output will be complemented. So you are getting that like this. So for the here I can say that for the similar input I am getting output equal to 0. For the dissimilar input I am getting output is 1. But here in this case, as it is a complement of this, so for a same similar inputs I am getting output 1. For the dissimilar input I am getting output 0. This is nothing but XNOR operation. So XNOR Y express equality. So that also means you can we already studied in first year. So this is nothing but exclusive OR properties. ये भी properties आपने शायद Boolean algebra में पढ़े हैं. Just you can take this. So if you are XORing with 0, I am getting same input. You can have the you can say the expression. What is XOR? X into 0. 0 का x into 0 or x into 0 bar. So x into 1 plus x bar into 0. So x bar into 0 term will get 0. So I am getting x only. Are you getting this? Simply applying your Boolean laws, you can get these properties for XOR gate, exclusive OR property. So that can be again applicable for cumulative law, associative law, distributive law, like that. Okay, take a snapshot of this and then think over it later on. Should I go ahead? Hello, students, is it clear?
Yes, sir. You may.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You may.
Okay. Now we'll start our now the next second point on this unit, that is K-map. So again and again I am repeating this. For getting the concept of K-map, your concept of SOP as well as POS must be clear. Concept of De Morgan's theorem must be clear, and concept of all Boolean algebra laws, what are the Boolean laws you have studied in first year, that should be clear. Okay, then only you can differentiate in between Boolean algebra and then K-map. Now K-map is a graphical representation of a logic function truth table. It helps visualize adjustment, and the result it take easier to apply the uniting theorem. Okay, the map is an n function is an array with 2 raised to power n cells, one cell for each possible input combination, that is called as minterm. So for every minterm there will be one cell, and K-map are a flat representation of Boolean cubes that you can see like that. Okay, this is a 3D view of a K-map, and suppose I am having the 3 variable equation. So from this equation I can get the equation like this. Only whatever the one term is there. So A is 0, so A will not come into picture. So B into C is first term. Then here whatever 0 is there, that will not come into picture. Then for this term I can get A into C, this last term. And for this I can get A into B. And for this A into B into C. But after taking the common and all, I will get again A into B, one term only, by applying Boolean algebra. So from this truth table I can get the answer like this, and then this answer can be again inserted in that K-map, and I can go for the another, you can say, rotations or K-map simplification I will get. Now these are nothing but K-map formats. You can take a snapshot of this. So I will just give some stress over this point, because this point is very, very important. Now the first part is nothing but a 2 variable K-map. So as earlier discussed, so the number of cells is nothing but whatever the variables are there. So 2 raised to power that n is suppose variables. So I will get number of cells. So 2 raised to power 2 is nothing but 4. So I will get 4 cells like this. Okay. So where x is MSB, y is LSB. So you should I'll just keep in mind here x is MSB, y is LSB. Okay, while drawing that, while we are calculating the representation of that K-map. Okay, just see, यहाँ पे x है, यहाँ पे x bar रहेगा, यहाँ पे y bar है, यहाँ पे y रहेगा. Okay, and then as it is a x0, so you can just take the example x and y 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1. Possible combinations are there for each input. So x is 0, y is equal to 0 0. So cell number is 0 here. Where x is MSB, y is LSB. पहले x लेना है, बाद में y लेना है. 0 0. उसका रिप्रेजेंटेशन डेसिमल में 0 रहेगा. यहाँ पे देखो x इक्वल टू 0 है, y इक्वल टू 1 है. सो द आंसर इज 0 1. सो बुलियन नंबर इज 0 1. सो उसका इक्विवेलेंट 1 रहेगा इन डेसिमल. यहाँ पे x इक्वल टू 1 है, y इक्वल टू 0 है. 1 0 1 0 मीन्स 2. यहाँ पे 3 दिए है, सो 1 1 1 1 मीन्स 3. सो and also you should always keep in mind you have to show that cell number. This is called as cell numbers. In a very small you can say that number will be small, and that will be always at left hand side top corner. In some books they have taken as a right hand side bottom corner also. So book to book that can vary, but you should have that practice, always have that practice to show that cell number, because if you are just making a mistake in just noting the cell number, because you are taking the value and you are entering that in that cell, so definitely your answer will get wrong and you will get 0 marks for that. And in case of your digital electronics, again only 2 types of concept are there, like logic level 0 and logic level 1. If you are correctly taking the answer, if you are correctly solving, you will get full marks. And if you are making a single mistake, as it is a digital subject, you will get direct 0 mark for that problem. So that is why I am saying again and again, so you should maintain the very accuracy in case of your digital subject. So directly your 4 marks or 6 marks will directly convert into 0. If you are making a single mistake, so no step marking is there for digital subject. So please, because I have given the example also for a heart patient. So with your small or single mistake, there may be a possibility of having the death of any patient for a digital equipment. So you should be very punctual about your accuracy. Are you getting this? How this 2 variable K-map is formed? Any
Yes,
doubt?
sir. No, sir.
No? No or yes?
No, sir. No doubt.
No doubt. अच्छा.
सर पहले
Yes?
समझ में नहीं आया वो, आप फिर से बता सकते हो?
सी, इसमें क्या किया है मैंने पहले बोला आप आपके पास नोटबुक है तो नोटबुक पे लिखो, पहले x लिखो बाद में y लिखो. लिखा? उसका ट्रूथ टेबल उसका मुझे अभी मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन बनाना है. क्या रहेगा? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. एक्स MSB है आपका वहाँ पे. नोट डाउन किया?
Yes, yes,
और उसके बाद में लिखो सेल नंबर. नेक्स्ट कॉलम सेल नंबर. तो 0 0 के लिए मुझे सेल नंबर है 0, 0 1 के लिए सेल नंबर 1, 1 0 के लिए सेल नंबर 2 एंड 1 1 के लिए सेल नंबर 3. ये सिर्फ मैंने बाइनरी का इक्विवेलेंट डेसिमल लिखा है वहाँ सेल नंबर के लिए. तो सिमिलरली व्हाट वी हैव सीन फॉर n वेरिएबल आई एम गेटिंग नंबर ऑफ सेल्स एज ए 2 raised to power n. तो 2 वेरिएबल है यहाँ पे, तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा? 2 raised to power 2 is 4. तो मुझे ये 4 सेल्स निकालना है यहाँ पे, 4 स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट्स. एंड उस पर एक ऐसा लाइन लिखाना है, ऊपर में MSB लिखना है वेरिएबल, नीचे में LSB वेरिएबल लिखना है. ओके. अब इसका रिप्रेजेंटेशन लिखना है 0 1, इसका 0 1. Okay, so as MSB is X and LSB is Y, so for this cell number, why 0 is there? Because 0 0 is there notation. That's why cell number is 0. वो यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंड साइड टॉप कॉर्नर पे लिखना है. यहाँ पे नीचे क्या लिखना है? X का वैल्यू 0 है, Y का वैल्यू 1 है, तो उसका इक्विवेलेंट क्या है? सेल नंबर 1 है, तो 1 इधर लिखना है. देन यहाँ पे X इक्वल टू 1 है, Y इक्वल टू 0 है, तो इक्विवेलेंट क्या रहेगा? 2. और यहाँ पे बोथ आर 1, सो इक्विवेलेंट 3. Now getting? Hello?
Yes, sir. Getting.
No, those,
Yes, sir.
who has that problem? Are you getting that now? Tell me frankly, because if you are not understood this, then that will be very difficult for you to understand the K-map. So if you have any doubt, any person has any doubt, you can ask that doubt right now. Because after
Sir,
moving
what-
ahead.
Hello?
Yes.
Sir, why you had written that X, Z, and that Y?
That notation may be anything. Those are variable only. जैसा मैं ABC भी
No,
दे सकता
sir,
हूँ,
but
X,
you
Y.
had marked there now for 1110, you had written X. And,
That I am going. That I will explain you again, because that concept is again very important. That is this is not a binary. You can just see जो ऊपर का जो लिया है. So while designing K-map, Cornap is nothing but a scientist who has developed that map. That's why the name is given K-maps. Cornap. The name of that scientist is Cornap map. So he has developed this graphical method. That's why he has given that name. And instead of binary, this number system is a gray number. Gray codes are used here. Okay, I will just explain that after covering this entire process. Why there is an application of gray code in K-map. So this question is repeatedly asked by any examiners in your practical exam or in theory also. Before that, from last year they had this objective type exam. So many times this question was asked in that exam. Or which number system or which codes are used in K-map, or gray code is the application of which application is used in K-map. Gray code, octal, binary, that type of options are there. The correct answer or correct option is gray code. So gray code is there because I am recording there concept of adjacent cells or concept of adjacent property I am requiring there. So I want in between these two terms XOR, you can say the gray code will have in successive code, gray code is having only 1 bit change. That is the most important property of gray code. Okay, so that we will see again. Now if I am going for 3 variable K-map for this case, now 3 variables means 2 raised to power 3 is total 8 cells. 8 cells. So you can draw that 8 cells like that. 4 upper side, 4 lower side. Okay, and now your MSB is again X, Y, Z. So Z variable is increased from this. So the two variable is converted into three variable in this fashion. Okay, then 0001, अब हमारा नॉर्मली हम क्या लेते हैं 10 लेते हैं, बट यहाँ पे देखो क्या है, ये ग्रे कोड है इसलिए इस टाइप से नोटेशन लेना है 0001 पहले 11 देन 10, ये याद रखना है. एंड दैट इज द बेसिक रीजन व्हाई इट इज अ ग्रे कोड. सक्सेसिव दो डिजिट में, दो नंबर सिस्टम में, दो इक्विवेलेंट में आपका सिर्फ 1 बिट चेंज दिखता है. देखो यहाँ पे सेकंड बिट में चेंज है, और इफ यू कंपेयर सेकंड नंबर विथ थर्ड नंबर, सो यू आर हैविंग द बिट चेंज इन फर्स्ट बिट. जब आप थर्ड बिट से फोर्थ बिट पे जाते हो तो आपका फर्क फिर से सेकंड बिट पे आपका चेंज है. आप so gray code speciality is what, in between successive code only one bit change is there, and that is the requirement for solving your K-map. For adjacent terms, that is a requirement, because अगर आपका कोई changing variable है, that variable can be directly reduced. So what you have done in case of Boolean algebra, suppose if you are taking a single common term, and suppose C or C bar, or A or A bar, or D or D bar, or P or P bar, or Q or Q bar, so you can consider that as 1. And if any number is multiplied by 1, the answer is same, or any variable is multiplied by 1, the answer is same. So that kind of concept is there. So Boolean algebra is not suited there. Any other concept is not suited. Only gray code is suitable there. That's why gray code is taken. Okay, and for a Z, only two possibilities, 0 and 1. So for every one variable, there are only two possibilities, that it can be 1 or it can be 0 in digital system. So here, as two variables are there, so maximum possible combinations are 4. But those maximum possible combinations are taken in gray code form. Okay, now just see 000, उसका अगर आप बाइनरी आप लिखो वहाँ पे फिर से एक्स वाई जेड, उसका मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन लिख लो वहाँ पे 0002 111 और सेल नंबर. तो 000 के लिए सेल नंबर 0 है, देन 1, यहाँ पे 2 मिलेगा, 3 मिलेगा, 6 मिलेगा, 7, 4 और 5. सो ये ग्रे कोड है, इसलिए पहले आपको 6 एंड 7 मिलता है, बाद में 4 एंड 5. तो दिस यू शुड ऑलवेज कीप इन माइंड while drawing your K-map. Always you should consider. Yes? Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Clear? ये आप लिखने का प्रैक्टिस करो ये आपके नोटबुक में.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next is this one. This is a 3 variable K-map. So for this 3 variable K-map, sorry 4 variable K-map, x w x y z, यहाँ पे w अभी आपका MSB रहेगा, 4 variable है इसमें. So अपर साइड में MSB, लोअर साइड में LSB. अब कुछ बुक्स में नीचे के साइड में MSB, अपर साइड में LSB भी लिया है, सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज. सिर्फ सेल नंबर का पोजीशन चेंज होगा, बट आंसर आपका सेम ही मिलेगा, कोई भी आप मेथड ले लो. बट इफ यू कंपेयर दिस टू मेथड्स कि अपर शुड बी MSB और लोअर शुड बी MSB, but I find this method as a simple method, so I am just following this while solving all variable, all K-maps. So you can use your own methods, no issue. अपर में भी ले सकते हो आप MSB और लोअर में भी ले सकते हो, बट जब आप अपर में लोगे MSB वेरिएबल्स और लोअर में LSB वेरिएबल्स, then that method is simple method for understanding. ओके, तो यहाँ पे अभी फिर से ये भी ग्रे कोड में लेना है 0001 1110, ये ऊपर भी वैसे लेना है 0001 1110. ओके, एंड ये लेने के बाद while calculating that cell numbers, you should consider it as a binary. वो सेल नंबर लिखना है आपको नॉर्मली. Just do it manually on your paper or your notebook, in your notebook. So everybody should mute yourself. Means I am getting so much noise. Please mute yourself. Just I want to test whether that humming will. Everybody is getting humming continuously. Hello, students.
No, sir, we can just hear your voice.
Continuously humming I am getting. Now it is over. Okay. If somebody has started their mic, so that humming is there in lecture. So please take care that whenever you want to speak, then only you should start your mic. So is it clear how to draw 4 variable KMF and how to identify cell numbers? You can take the example of these 13. So for these 13 represented numbers are 1101. So 1 for W, 1 for X, and 0 for Y, and 1 for Z. So if you write that in a binary 1101, so that is equivalent is nothing but 13. Getting? अब 15 लो, 15 के लिए क्या all
Yes,
ones,
sir.
all 4 ones. तो यहाँ पे 15 देखो, यहाँ पे भी 1 1 है, यहाँ पे भी 1 1. So like that you can identify the cell numbers. But again I am repeating, the upper notations are in gray code, this notation, and while calculating these cell numbers, you are considering it as a binary equivalent of decimal equivalent of that binary number, or whatever the numbers you are having, 0 and 1 form. Okay, and now today what you have to do, you have to go for the, just note down this gray code. Exactly, gray code means what? What are the speciality of gray code? And means what is the importance of gray code? So in between two successive digits, only one bit change is there. So what is the importance of that? So that you can just search out, because that is required in a case of our KML. और यहाँ पे भी देखो एडजेसेंट सेल्स मुझे निकालना है, क्योंकि मुझे जब ग्रुपिंग करना है तो एडजेसेंट सेल निकालने का जरूरत है. तो ये एक नोट आप लिख लो, फॉर अ 2 वेरिएबल KMap, each cell will have 2 adjacent cells. What I am saying, each cell is having 2 adjacent cells in 2 variable KMap. So similarly for 3, each cell is having 3 adjacent cells. And in case of 4 variable KMap, each cell will have 4 adjacent cells. And only adjacent cells can be grouped. This is the speciality of KMap. Adjacent cells रहना चाहिए वो. Then only it can be grouped and you can reduce that variable. क्योंकि उसमें different rules है, those rules we will see. अब यहाँ पे मुझे निकालना है 0 का adjacent कौन सा है? Can anybody tell me which are the adjacent cells for this 0? I will just explain. Adjacent means what? 0 is adjacent with this 2 and 0 is adjacent with this 1. Okay, but 0 is not adjacent with these 3. But diagonal elements are not adjacent elements. That you should keep in mind while solving KML. So 2 के लिए वैसे ये 3 रहेगा और 0 रहेगा, 3 के लिए 1 रहेगा और 2 रहेगा, 1 के लिए 3 रहेगा और 0 रहेगा. So each cell will have 2 adjacent cells. और diagonally जो है 1 is not adjacent with 2 और 3 is not adjacent with 0. ये आप concept याद में रखो. Keep in mind, diagonal elements are not adjacent elements. And that is the first and very, very important property of KMap. If you want to make any grouping, so cells should be adjacent first. If the cells are not adjacent, you cannot go for that grouping. So that is very, very important concept. Next, here in this KMap, 0 is adjacent with these 2 and 1. ये 2 बार तो है, हमने यहाँ पे देखा ही है. But if you are just holding this 4 on a 0, so 0 is adjacent with 4. That is a third cell. Means I can say that if one cell is available here and one term is available here, I can group these 2 terms. So only adjacent cells can be grouped. But 0 is not adjacent with this 5. That you should keep in mind. जो है रो में वाला जो लास्ट टर्म है, those last terms are adjacent terms. Similarly for 1, 3 is adjacent, 0 is adjacent, and this 1 is adjacent with this 5, not with this 4. Like that, 2 is adjacent with 0, this 6, 3. So likewise, for all 8 variables, all 8 cell numbers, you can find out the adjacent cells. For 2 वेरिएबल, 3 वेरिएबल एंड 4 वेरिएबल के मैप. अब 4 वेरिएबल के मैप में हर एक के लिए 4 एडजेसेंट सेल्स रहेंगे. आई विल गिव वन एग्जांपल. 0 इज एडजेसेंट विद दिस 1 एंड दिस 4. दिस 0 इज एडजेसेंट विद दिस लास्ट टर्म एंड एज वेल एज ये भी किया आपने फोल्ड, तो दिस 0 इज एडजेसेंट विद दिस 2. Are you getting? So similarly here in the 4 variable K map, you can find out for all cell adjacent cells. Yes, students. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, please ask. Again, I am repeating. What is the conclusion?
No, sir. No doubt.
In 2 variable K map, each cell will have 2 adjacent cells. In 3 variable K map, each cell will have 3 adjacent cells, and in 4 variable, each cell will have 4 adjacent cells. So for each and every K map, 2 variable, 3 variable, and 4 variable K map, you can just note down. You can just note down the cell numbers. You can just note down the X, Y notations, X, Y, Z, or W, X, Y, Z. And it is not necessary that you should go for these variables only. I can take any variables from A to Z for drawing that K map. If it is specifically mentioned in equation that function of PQR, so it is supposed to use, you're supposed to use only PQR variables, not X, Y, Z variable. But if it is not mentioned, you are free to use any variables. So what is your task now? You have to identify all cell numbers for each and every variables K map, and ये जो K map है 2 variable, 3 variable, 4 variable, so that you can draw at least 10 times, so that you will remember the method. Because now in all the examples we have to draw that K maps repeatedly, so you should have that practice for having the cell numbers notation और ये. So learn नहीं करना है, but if you draw that at least 10 times, you will have the idea exactly कैसा करना है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ मैं आपको इसमें 2 वेरिएबल का सिंपल है 0, 1, 2, 3, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बिकॉज 1 ग्रे कोड 0 एंड 1 के लिए वही है. बट यहाँ पे जब 2 वेरिएबल के मैप है तो ग्रे कोड इज 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, सॉरी 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. ओके, और यहाँ पे आपको दोनों ऊपर और नीचे दोनों ग्रे कोड लिखना है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ सीक्वेंस कैसा रहता है देखो, 0, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7 फर्स्ट, देन 4, 5. अदरवाइज ये जब बाइनरी रहता था तो आपको 4, 5, 6, 7 आता था, बट ये ग्रे कोड में है, दैट्स व्हाई योर नोटेशंस आर लाइक दिस. तो ये आप 10 बार अगर ड्रॉ करोगे तो देन यू विल कम टू नो दैट दिस इज द केस. अब यहाँ बाय डिफॉल्ट गलती से भी आप यहाँ पे आपके फ्लो में, आपके हरी में आप लिखते होंगे 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so your entire problem will get wrong. So this is the first and very important thing for K-map. You should draw correctly the K-map first with all cell numbers. Then only you can get the correct answer. यहाँ पे अगर आपने प्रॉब्लम किया, एक भी अगर गलती किया यहाँ पे सेल नंबर का, देन आप सपोज जहाँ जो सेल नंबर पे आपने गलती किया वही सेल नंबर अगर मिन टर्म या मैक्स टर्म है, सो यू विल हैव दैट एट डिफरेंट लोकेशन. सो जो भी रिक्वायर्ड आंसर है वो नहीं मिलेगा आपको. इज इट क्लियर और एनी डाउट? सर गेटिंग योर टास्क फॉर टुडेज. पहले जो मैंने बोला था आपको, जो एंड और एंड के एग्जांपल सॉल्व करके देखो, कंपेयर विथ यूनिवर्सल गेट्स रियलाइजेशन. ओके, एक दो एग्जांपल उसमें सॉल्व करो. सेम एग्जांपल सॉल्व करना है आपको रियलाइजेशन से और डिस्क्रीट गेट से और यूनिवर्सल गेट से. ओके, देन नेक्स्ट इज ये आपको के मैप निकालना है 2 वेरिएबल, 3 वेरिएबल, 4 वेरिएबल के मैप एटलीस्ट 10 टाइम्स. उससे ज़्यादा भी आप कर सकते हो अगर आपका मतलब लर्निंग में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है. so you have to go for some more cases. आई थिंक 10 बार करने से ड्रॉ आपको अंडरस्टैंड हो जाएगा के में. आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू हैव टू लर्न दैट, बट उसका प्रैक्टिस आपको रिपीटेडली करना है के मैप का, इसलिए वो उसका करना है, बिकॉज यू हैव टू ड्रॉ दैट विद इन बिलो योर हाफ मिनट. 30 सेकंड्स में 4 वेरिएबल के मैप आपका विथ ऑल कंडीशंस ड्रॉ करके आना चाहिए आपको. उसका प्रैक्टिस चाहिए और उसमें आपका कुछ गलतियाँ नहीं चाहिए, इसलिए थोड़ा रिपीटेडली आप ड्रॉ करने का प्रैक्टिस करो. एंड उसके बाद क्या करना है, 0 वेरिएबल सॉरी 2 वेरिएबल 3 वेरिएबल और 4 वेरिएबल के आपने जो 10-10 ड्रॉ करके रखा है के मैप, उसी में हम सॉल्व करेंगे एग्जाम्पल्स कल. जब भी मैं आपका के मैप के रूल्स लूँगा उसमें, तो आप एग्जाम्पल आपको पैरेलली सॉल्व करना है, सो दैट यू विल कम टू नो. तो आपको वैसे लगेंगे, बिकॉज इफ यू आर ट्राइंग दैट ऑन टाइम ना, सो यू विल रिक्वायर मोर टाइम, एंड हमें एक लेक्चर में 1 या 2 प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो पाएंगे फिर. सो इट्स बेटर टू हैव दैट प्रैक्टिस. सो यू शुड हैव योर यू कैन से स्टफ विथ यू ऑलरेडी स्टफ. क्योंकि पहले से अगर ड्रॉ करके रखते हो आप, तो उसमें सिर्फ वैल्यूज डाल के आप डायरेक्टली आंसर निकाल सकते हो. सो इट विल नॉट कंज्यूम अवर टाइम. ओके, so Soumya, miss, can you do a favor for me? Take the snapshot of all participants.
Sir, I took and already sent it on your WhatsApp.
Okay. So what is the strength today?
59 including you.
Okay. Total 58 students are there today, and you should have that log also every time. So for every lecture, means it may asked by all the faculty. So daily count of each and every lecture. So that practice you should keep. For first lecture, these much students are present. For second lecture, ये है. और उसमें अगर absent students कौन है वो भी आप दे पाओगे तो that will be very very appreciable. At least मुझे, क्योंकि मुझे थोड़ा डाउनलोड का प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है, तो आपका जो रोल कॉल लिस्ट है, वो रोल कॉल लिस्ट में कौन absent है वो निकाल के दे सकते हो. That will be good for me. So I hope means this K-map topic is understood. Now we are not started yet K-map. Huh? So see, means if I can take the K-map in one lecture, but वो सिर्फ PPT भगा के या यूज करके ऐसा कुछ जरूरी नहीं है. So I will take my time to teach you K-map, but whatever I am teaching to you, that should be clear to each and everybody. So अब तक का टॉपिक किसी को नहीं समझा है, ऐसा कोई है? प्लीज आंसर. तो किसी को समझा नहीं आज का टॉपिक? ऐसे एवरीबॉडी देयर? हेलो, प्लीज आंसर. हेलो स्टूडेंट्स.
समझा सर, सर समझा.
इसको समझा नहीं ऐसा कोई है? ओके, मिस और आउटकम इज 100%. इट इज वेरी गुड. बट अगर कोई किसी को प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन वो आपको आज के आज रिवाइज करना है, आपके जब लेक्चर खत्म होंगे 3 बजे, जो भी है आपके पास रिसोर्सेज, वेब रिसोर्सेज, बुक है कोई या हार्ड कॉपी है बुक का, उसमें देख लो ये सब चीज़. ओके, so I hope means everybody has had that copy of RP Jain modern digital electronics. नहीं है तो कोई भी एटलीस्ट कोई भी कॉपी आपके पास जो है उसमें आप थोड़ा पढ़ के देखो, या वेब पे अवेलेबल है. आप सर्च करोगे K-map तो आपको hundreds of pages you will get, including the e-books also, और e-books for subject. जो भी आपको सिलेबस में दिया है वो आप सर्च करके देखो, मिलता है तो डाउनलोड कर लो. And if you download that, you can share with other students. Is it clear, Vignesh? So Vignesh will do one favor for me today. So you search for the e-copies for digital electronics. जो भी syllabus में दिया है, you search for e-copies of those books, whether that was available or not. And up to 5 PM you should give me the message whether you got those copies or not. What are the copies are given in your syllabus? Okay, and if you get those copies, please circulated copies with all students.
Okay, sir.
ओके शायद PDF फॉर्म में आपको मिल जाएगा कुछ कॉपी, देखो कौन सा अवेलेबल है कौन से नहीं, गूगल पे आप सर्च कर सकते हो. ओके
Yes, sir.
एंड सभी लोग 2 वेरिएबल 3 वेरिएबल एंड 4 वेरिएबल के मैप एटलीस्ट 10 बार ड्रॉ करके रखेंगे आज, और सेल नंबर सब लोग निकालेंगे. ईच सेल इज हैविंग adjacent cells that took for 2 variable, 3 variable and 4 variable. I have repeated that for a 2 variable K map, each cell will have 2 adjacent cells. For 3 variable, each cell 3, and for 4 variable, each cell 4, like that. और ये जो आपके है ये पॉइंट्स आप नोट डाउन करते रहो. तो दिस पॉइंट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम पॉइंट्स ऑफ व्यू. ओके, बिकॉज गेट के एग्जाम में पूरा सिलेबस है. आपके कोई भी गवर्नमेंट का एग्जाम ले लो आप, गवर्नमेंट का जब भी आप किसी प्लेसमेंट के लिए जाओगे, सो यू विल हैव टू गिव वन टेस्ट, एंट्रेंस टेस्ट, उसमें आपका रहेगा. कोई भी PhD एंट्रेंस रहेगा, ME का एंट्रेंस रहेगा, उसमें सभी में डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स रहता है. सो दैट्स व्हाई डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट. एंड जो भी थर्ड ईयर में फाइनल ईयर में सब्जेक्ट्स आपको पढ़ना है, उसका प्री रिक्विजिट्स डिजिटल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स है. जो भी सब्जेक्ट मीन्स लाइक माइक्रो प्रोसेसर, माइक्रो कंट्रोलर, देन VLSI टेक्नोलॉजी की जो भी सब्जेक्ट आपको पढ़ना है आगे, so for that the prerequisite is digital circuits. So it's very important to have the concept of digital electronics. So thank you very much. If you are not having any question, so we should stop this meeting. Okay, let me stop the recording. Yes, any questions?